So very quickly, a little bit of origin story, how we started. So it's 2004, and I have bought a house, and we are in California. So I invited my brother, let's talk, and we were eating dinner, and we said we were really bored with our day jobs. So I said, well, I have a garage, and we are in California, let's start a company. So that's how literally this is how we started. But let me tell you, my brother and I, we have been coding together since we were young. I was 10-year-old, he was 8. Dad got something that looked like a black box, and it was called JetX Spectrum computer. It was a UK brand equivalent to Atari. So we have been coding since long time. He is a perfect co-founder because he does pretty much all the work. So we started a test prep company. And by 2011, we were the third biggest IT test prep company after Transcender and MeasureUp. But it was becoming too much. It was a lot of work, and I decided to leave Sybase. I was doing data centers for Sybase, and my co-founder was with Wells Fargo doing operations. We decided to leave, and another good thing that happened was in 2011, SAP came, bought Sybase. So essentially, all my stock options became current. So it was a nice windfall. So that resulted into we saying, you know what, let's do something and go big. That resulted into what we have today. So we are headquartered in San Francisco Bay Area, 3 offices worldwide, 150 employees in total, over 1 million users. And one question that everybody asks in California is like, who funded you? And we very proudly tell them we were funded by our customers. And we were debt-free and profitable from day one, and that's true even today. So that's a little bit about us in terms of what we do. And so I'm going to talk in terms of, think about this way, that every single, most people go to school so that they can get a job. So we do courses. We do courses for trade and professional, vocational and career, workforce development, continuing education, and our favorite, industry certification. So that's what our focus is. That's how the entire platform is built to support this. So what does platform do? So we start with a pre-assessment, then interactive lessons, and we work with publishers to make sure that we have the right kind of content. We make it interactive. It comes with flashcard, quizzes, and other activities, exercises. We do hands-on lab. And then we add a test prep if required. If there is a credential in the end, then we add a test prep, and finally a post-assessment. So this is how platform works. Now the beauty of having all of this together, it's not that we are the first company doing these components before. So it's deeply integrated. It's end-to-end. And when I say end-to-end, so somebody won't have to go multiple places to get all those components and learn together. That result into better user experience. And also, the key thing here is a single set of data to measure progress, both for students but also for instructors. And I will talk about how the same platform is used for both instructor-led as well as self-paced. So that's the core of the uCertify platform. So where we have investing effort or forming partnerships. So we learn by doing. So that means, and it's kind of hard to do online and hands-on at the same time. So we thought this is the thing that we need to focus on. So we do object simulation, software simulation, command line, coding, virtual labs, 3D simulations, and in addition to all of that, we have 50+ interactive item types, and then externship, a way to do externship through the platform. We also believe education is for everyone and learning is lifelong. Gone are those days where you go to college, you're done, and then the education is over. Unfortunately, those jobs are in China. You have to learn every day. That means anytime, anywhere, any device is very important. We are very proud of our native apps on devices. So this is not something which is more like, hey, yeah, you can do flashcard and that's pretty much it, or a portion of it. So our goal has been and continue to be to have everything, functional parity from web app all the way to any device. So you can start from web, you can do device, come back, mobile, and come back to your tablet, doesn't matter. Online, on-site, and blended. These courses are already used by many schools and used in all those three capacities. Instructor-led, mentor-guided, and self-paced. The mentor-guided part is important because that lets us do competency-based education, and WGU being one of our customers, and they're doing great in that. And also any student, so 100% ADA compliant. Efficient course customization is critical for schools. So what does that mean? In uCertify, remember my background was software and IT, meaning that when we started building this thing, we kind of kept some of those concepts with us. So we could clone, modify, and actually a teacher can clone, modify, and deploy rather quickly. This gives them the ability to start with off-the-shelf, but end up with a customized course. Instructors and designers have complete control, so they can pretty much design any aspect of it. And course development takes 2 weeks rather than 6 months. Why is it important? Because you probably know that more and more schools demanding shorter courses, faster development time, so we can do that. And ability to modify without version hell. Again, the same thing from software. Can you modify and have that reflected everywhere? And finally, this gives them the ability to differentiate. Respect for customers' business model. So we do LMS and LTI. So that allow us to do census billing. We do OAuth that allow us to go enterprise. We do bookstores, community colleges. Instructor enrolls and pays, and instructor enrolls but student pays. There's a paywall in that case. That's the training center. Self-paced buyer and third-party shopping carts, like MindHub from BUE. That represent more B2C, direct-to-customer consumer model. And finally, we are very flexible, email dollars and then APIs. So we are continuously working on more and more business model. And as you can see, this allows us to address larger market using the same product. People learn pretty much the same way. It is that sometimes it's a business model which needs to be innovated, and we have those. So partners are important. We're not a publisher, not an LMS. We're not trying to replace schools. We're not trying to replace teachers. And we're not claiming to change education. I'm too old to be arrogant in that way. We intend to work together, and hopefully we'll make a dent that, by working together. Here are some of our publishing partners, pretty much all major publishers. And the overnight success, so after working so long, we became overnight success. So Cody's, so we won 19 Cody's in last 4 years, including Best Education Solution for 2015 and 2017. And we were one of the 9 trendsetters with tractions as judged by ETIN. And here's a scene from the Cody's in 2015. And here are some of our schools. As a matter of fact, we work with 500 plus schools right now. Growth. So we grew 50 to 100% pretty much every year since last 7 years. We are able to finance our growth. We're not looking to raise capital at this point, but we should talk. Because definitely you can advise us, you can partner with us, or you can buy from us. Thank you very much.